Hello, wonderful people. This is Tom Chuck with Choice Coaching, where we help you unlock your inner awesomeness. And today we're going to talk a little bit about something that's hard for a lot of us to keep in mind. And it's the idea of the journey versus the destination. It's cliche, we've all heard it. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? Sure, yeah, great. Sounds good. So what? Right? At the end of the day, what am I actually focusing on? I'm focusing on the destination. That's what I'm focusing on. But the challenge of that is that oftentimes the destination, the outcomes that we believe are important, don't end up fulfilling us. I think that if I get that next promotion, that then I'll be happy. And so I focus all my energy on getting that promotion, or getting that bonus, or getting that boyfriend, girlfriend, getting that house, getting that stuff. And when I get it, it doesn't fill the void, right? And I find out that I'm not content. And that sucks, because then we have to go find something else to go shoot for. We're always living in the future, thinking about what could fulfill us, what would fulfill us. And this is natural. I don't know why we do it this way, but we do. Maybe it's a cultural thing, I don't know. But the idea of enjoying the journey is one of those things that we all kind of say, yeah, sure. Maybe after I get to the destination, right? And it's such a limiting view. Even we know it is. You know it is. I know it is. And it's still so challenging, right? To step in day after day and enjoy the journey. And to recognize that those failures aren't failures. They're just feedback. And that the outcomes I think I want today are going to change. Think about who you were 10 years ago. What did you want back then? Chances are it's not what you want today. And when we have that recognition, we're forced to recognize that the things we want today are not very likely to be the things we want 10 years from now. So why do we still go for them? Well, we have to. At the end of the day, we have to. We have to be moving towards something. Otherwise, we get stagnant, we get stuck, and we stop being aware and intentional and conscious, right? We fall into a rut, and we live the rest of our lives in that rut. And you deserve better than that. So you deserve to focus on the outcomes that seem important to you today. And you also deserve to recognize when that outcome is no longer the thing that's important. And if we get attached to the outcome instead of the journey, we'll never find fulfillment. Whether we get the outcomes or we don't, whether we recognize that the outcome's changed, if we're always outcome focused, we can't ever be fulfilled. Those are the mountaintops towards which we strive. And we get to the top, we enjoy the view for a couple minutes, and then we realize that it's windy, and we're hungry, and we need to walk back down the mountain. And tomorrow we pick another mountain, and we start hiking up it. And that's the flow of your life. And if the only time you can get any level of happiness is when you're at the top of the mountain, instead of where you spend most of your time, which is climbing up and then climbing back down, what a limited life you live. So the invitation today is to slow down, to identify how you could enjoy the journey. Keep your outcomes in front of you. Keep your goals in front of you. Keep those things in front of you. Yes, keep the mountaintop in front of you. That's important. But make sure that you're also noticing what happens along the way. That you're stopping to smell the proverbial roses. That you're not so busy that you miss the magic moments in your life. That you're not so focused on the outcome, the mountaintop, the goal, that you forget to be present with the people you love, with the beautiful things that the world has to offer you, and with yourself. You can't run away from yourself by just finding more mountains. You can enjoy being with yourself by learning to be on the journey. So that's what I've got for you today. It's a little ambiguous, and I think that's okay. Take a pen and paper. Write down which mountaintop you're moving towards. What's your goal? What's your destination? What's the outcome? And then identify what parts of the journey you've enjoyed so far. And maybe you can look into the future and see what parts of the journey you might be looking forward to if you know what they are. If not, that's okay too. Don't just focus on the end. Focus on the means. Focus on the journey. It's where you're going to spend most of your life. And you're going to repeat this cycle of up the mountain, down the mountain, up the mountain, down the mountain for the rest of your life if you're being intentional. That's life. Enjoy it. And until next time, stay awesome.